I would like to start off by having each one of you guys smell my shoe.
Perfect.
Fabric soft.
As you may have noticed, my shoe does not smell very well. I bought these shoes over a year ago when I first started my job, and I just wanted some comfy shoes to, be able to work with. I work in fast food, so that means running around a lot, trying to be fast. At the end of my shift, my shoes get pretty smelly. I tried everything from odor balls to powders to try and make the smell go away, but none of these products seemed to work, and if they did, they weren't very long-lasting results. I will now put the shoe into our prototype box, and we will see the results at the end.
Alright, in every bacteria colony, there's 50 bacteria living inside it. On your shoes, there's 425,000 bacteria colonies. That's 21,250,000 bacteria that are living inside each one of your shoes right now. But we've created a product to solve that problem.
My name is Brisa.
My name is Amber.
My name is Owen.
And we are Illuv Solutions. I will now present to you our sales video.
This is Sarah. Sarah has a family of 5 and a husband who are all active people. This means that stinky shoes are a regular issue in their household. Sarah is always stressed when her teenagers and husband are not picking up after themselves and leave their clutter everywhere, especially their smelly shoes. This makes Sarah feel unappreciated for cleaning when they make a mess again. Sarah has tried multiple ways to make the shoes have a better scent. These solutions never end up being long-lasting results. That's when Sarah discovered Illuv Solutions. Illuv Solutions is a shoebox that will get rid of the bad smelling bacteria living inside the shoes with a UVC light. Illuv Solutions has bettered Sarah's relationship with her family, and her product helps her home stay clean and tidy. Check out our website if you are interested in learning more about Illuv Solutions.
Okay, the problem. Shoes are filled with bacteria that create a bad smell in them. This leads to people becoming insecure and them not wanting to take their shoes off when they're at other people's houses or when they're around people. Who really wants to feel that way?
So, we are creating a UVC light shoebox that kills bacteria on the inside and on the outside of your shoes. The inside is lined with aluminum foil, which is one of the only known materials that can reflect UVC light, which makes it a lot more efficient at killing the bacteria that's inside. Not only is this product efficient at getting rid of the problem at the source, it's also a better financial decision in the long run. For example, if you use Febreze over 3 years exclusively on shoes, that will cost you around $81. If you use 6 six-packs of shoe balls, which are like odor balls, they cost around $90. And if you use our Illuv box, which is $69.99, that will cost you that amount. And it gets rid of the problem at the source rather than just masking the smell. Now let's take a look at some of our profits.
Our profits. So, for our revenue. For year 1, we will be making $30,000. For year 2, $40,000. And year 3, $80,000. From year 1 to 2, we will grow from 30% to 30%, and from year 2 to 3, 100%.
Okay, our future wholesale market. So we not only wanted the option of selling online through our website, but we also have a second option of selling in-store. And we would be selling at Rogan's Shoe Store, which is a local shoe store here in Fondy, which is great for our customer target audience.
You're probably wondering where we can be found. Well, we do have an Instagram page at illuv.uvc, and we also have a website, which is right there.
Okay, now I will take the shoe out of our prototype box. I want you guys to smell the after results. Okay, what does that smell like to you?
Clean. Never smelled that before.
Okay, well, you may have noticed that it left kind of like a chlorine smell to it. This is the goal of the product so that it gives it like a new fresh scent, and it also got rid of the bacteria. Thank you for your time, and we will now be answering any questions you guys may have.
So I saw in your, I think it was a great presentation. I can attest, I got a few folks in my house that have smelly shoes. So with your exit strategy in 3 years, you want to sell for $150,000. You're asking for $20,000 for a 5% stake in the company. But when you sell the organization, they pay back $7,500. Why would I want to invest?
Do you think you could rephrase the question?
Sure. So you're asking for $20,000 for 5%. You plan to sell your company for $150,000.
Yes.
I'm going to put in $20,000. When you sell, I would only be receiving $7,500 back. So why would I want to invest to lose money?
I haven't really thought about it that way. Yeah, I'll have to rethink about that.
Sure.
Yeah. Is there any other questions?
I do. How long after it comes out of there does it have the bacteria killed off on the outside and bottom of the shoe versus the inside of the shoe? How long does that last?
Well, I guess it does kind of depend upon your environment. I mean, it depends how like dirty of an environment that you're working in, or maybe just walking around in. I'd say usually the bacteria is killed off for a good amount of time. It takes around 10 minutes. Just slide them in and take them out. Bacteria will be gone, and there'll be a fresh smell in there now. So.
Did you approach Rogan's about this?
Just
Any feedback from them at all?
We haven't yet, but we are looking to do that soon.
Does the lighting have any effect on the type of material in the shoe versus like you have a tennis shoe there, but what about a leather dress shoe? Does it have any effect with regard to the material?
I don't believe it has any different effects on different shoes. I mean, you could put, depending on the size, because we were thinking about making different sizes of these, you could put a boot in there, you could put a flip-flop in there, you could put a tennis shoe in there. Anything should be fine. It just, needs to be able to fit in there.
When you said boot though, that's one of the things I thought about. My son wears very larger, he has a size like 13 foot. He wears a cowboy type boot, and that. And I tell you, it's probably the one shoe that smells the most in my house. So how would that even fit?
Yeah, so like Owen said before, we were also like thinking of making bigger size boxes or like different size boxes so that people with like different like shoe sizes or boots, like Owen said, they would be able to fit in there.
But what would that do to your cost though? I mean, you anticipated needing to do that for larger shoes, and how much more of a cost you have to sell it for?
So for that, I think it won't be a very high cost structure difference just because the lighting is going to be reflected off of the aluminum foil, so it's already going to be at the same level that it is right now for its efficiency. The only thing that it would probably change is like the amount of plastic that we would be using for making it a little bit taller and the aluminum foil on the inside.
Have you thought about making a bigger box to do multiple pairs of shoes, incorporate the boots so people don't have to buy multiple variations of the product to take care of the household needs, right? So, in my house, right, if you only have one of something and everyone's trying to use it, but plug that in maybe, as you come in the washroom area where you're dropping the bags, and then all the stuff can go in there, you plug it in, it auto shuts off, the next day you're ready to go, right? And then you incorporate everything in your SKU counts one, right? Versus having to manage all that inventory, different SKU counts, having people buy multiple boxes, which then you're taking up space, which is pretty precious in the house. So just a thought.
Any other questions?
How long does the light usually last for?
The light? So for now, I would say, I guess it does depend upon how much you're using it. From what we've used, this is the only light that we've had over like the entire year, and we've used it. and it is still working currently. I imagine it'll probably work for probably over a year.
Well, that's what I'm asking. If you've got a family of, say, 5, and, very active kids and that, and now you're using it constantly throughout the day, for it. I mean, what if that goes out in a year? How much does it cost now to the consumer to have to replace that light?
Well, as of right now, our light is kind of expensive. We're looking for an alternative to make it a little more cost efficient for our product. That'll help us with our cost of goods as well. Right now it's around $20 per light. So that's probably what it would cost, like pretty close to that, selling it individually.
I got another question too. Have you thought about expanding beyond shoes? So my son's a hockey player. His gear smells atrocious. And so if you made a bigger box, can it work on clothes or hockey gear or helmets or those things? Because odor's a huge thing, and there's big companies expanding in that area to try to neutralize that. So can it do anything other than the shoes?
I got this one. Yeah, so we've gotten that question before, and the answer is yes. Even if we made like a bigger box, it could really fit anything. It's up to the customer. We mostly focus on the shoes, but yeah, it would be up to the customer if they wanted to test it out on that.
So is this really geared more towards just the residential family living? Is that what you're gearing this market for? But like we're talking about with regard to sports stuff, why not think bigger? Why not market it to commercial purposes? I mean, you could, like I said, go further. You could take a larger box itself, and you could be, say, at a basketball facility, larger thing, you throw their stuff in there, with it. That might be even a bigger market for you to go after. Because my concern on the residential, with the family one, they're going to be looking at that and say, well, I can't get all my stuff in here. Now what if the bulb goes out? It's going to cost me that. If it's only $20 to replace the bulb, that's actually something I would highlight, because if the 3 years life expectancy at $70 a box, but that one's only going to cost me $20 to replace the light. Now I've got a box that can last for even longer, and I only paid $89 for it.
Yeah, we haven't really thought about like expanding into like sports complexes and stuff like that, but I'll definitely take that into account.
Yeah, I like the versatility if you're able to do that too with the different clothes and stuff. I get 4 young kids, and the stink gets pretty strong on some of those things. So that would be, especially if you have to do the laundry and do like a pre, get rid of the stink. If you're going to do that, I would probably put a little bit extra stink in that shoe just to make it a little bit worse. That actually, again, I'm used to my kids and they are much stinkier than that, so I would make it really appalling. And I thought your video was fantastic, but the marketing was really cool. And I thought that was really, and the presentation, what you got, I thought was really, really good. Yeah, and I think it's a great idea. I think a lot of people would get interested in it if you could make it universal. Yeah, universal. Thank you. Yeah.
Yep.
Thank
Thank you.